Do you ever come back from a shoot and feel like you've wasted your day? Like none of your photos are any good and that you should just give up? That's where I was last week. But what if I told you that your photos are actually better than you think? Let's take one of my many photo walks through Sydney as an example. I'd gone out and for the whole afternoon taking photos, come back and felt like I'd got nothing. I felt like I'd wasted my whole afternoon, that I wasn't any good at photography and I should just pack it in and give up. What do you do in that moment? Well, I put it all away, put it on a hard drive, packed it up, and I went to bed. The next day, I decided to shift my intention. Now, I'm always looking to level up my Lightroom and my Photoshop skills, but sometimes I take photos that I'm actually really proud of, and I'm scared of ruining them with bad edits. So now I've got this bundle of self-proclaimed terrible photos that I can practice editing on to my heart's content. No fear of ruining them, because they're already rubbish, right? So I sifted through my photos and picked out a handful that I thought had good composition and began my work. Looking at the first photo as my example, it's not the best composition, but I knew I wanted to bring out that warm afternoon sunset and just clean up the shadows and color. So after doing that, it went from this original photo to this. Not bad, right? All of a sudden, I turned a photo that I originally hated into one that I kind of liked. And I thought, can I do this with the others? I have other photos that were taken at the same time, down the road, around the corner, from a rooftop, and they all had this idea of the sunset. I saved my first edit as a preset and dropped it onto the photos, then applied a few tweaks here and there where needed, and one by one my photos started to turn into the images that I tried to capture on my walk. I am not the best photographer in the world, and I have so much learning to do. But I wanted to share this experience because I know how in our head we can get when we are scrolling through social media, looking at the people that we admire, looking at the posts that they make every day that are perfectly crafted. How easy it is to talk yourself down when you see something like that. But I also wanted to think about how hard it is to be honest with ourselves. Yes, I went out and took the photos. Yes, I put that work in. But did I come home and do the small things that can change them and make them go from being a good photo to a great photo? If you understand the basics of your balancing your ISO, your shutter speed, and your aperture, as well as having one or two good compositions, even simple ones like rule of thirds and leading lines, and using those, chances are you're taking a fantastic photo already. But what it really needs to enhance it, to amplify it, to make it just pop a little bit more, is a little bit of tender love and care in Lightroom. That little bit of editing goes a long way. Play with the colors, tweak the shadows, clean it up, sharpen it, crop it a little bit to really perfect that composition, straighten the photo even. There's little things like that that can turn a good photo into a great photo and turn a photo that you don't even like into one that you want to post. So take time with them, both when you're shooting and when you get home.